What's up, everybody? Welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. Uh, my name is Ryan Williams, and today, as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes
What's up? What's up?
and Levon Maynard.
What's up, everybody?
All right, we have a really good episode for you today. Today, Levon will break down the new COVID relief funding that's in the new Stimmy or the American Relief Act. And let us know what it means to us in cybersecurity. So go ahead and take it away, sir.
Oh, yes, sir. So, yeah, I'll go in and I'm just going to break down this real quick. This article from CNN. It's uh, it's by Geneva Sands. Means and COVID relief funding to be used for federal cybersecurity efforts. And essentially, it's a article just describing the essentially, the new administration in the White House uh, has come up with this, COVID-19 relief bill um, that passed just on Wednesday. And there's a portion of the bill what looks like it's going to be at least $650 million dedicated to cybersecurity risk management programs. So uh, this money is actually obviously being funded from the government, from taxpayers' dollars to help fund cybersecurity efforts. Obviously, we've had like a lot of big hits over the last year with COVID. Everybody's kind of locked down. Several companies have been affected by hackers, and some of these big tech companies, and you know, as a result, people's information has been shared. Information that shouldn't be out there has been accessed, and this COVID relief or this COVID relief bill, this portion of it, the cybersecurity effort, is going to be able to help stem this influx of hackers and malicious workers trying to get at our data. So essentially, it's money that's been dedicated to us, to cybersecurity uh, personnel and efforts, which obviously affects us. We've all been us three here. We've been kind of focused around cybersecurity with this podcast, as well as many other people out there in the world are cybersecurity experts that will be impacted by this relief effort. Um, so I think it's just it seems like it's a good thing. Obviously, it's going to be supporting a needed area of IT that needs to be focused on, because I think sometimes it gets left behind in some of the I don't know, IT initiatives. Everybody's about getting to the cloud, getting their work efforts and work streams uh, uh, like simplified and make them more efficient. But some people neglect the security aspects of it and kind of let that fall behind. So I think this bill is going to kind of bring a lot of attention to that. A lot of people are going to be impacted, and I think it's a positive thing overall. But I wanted to get your guys' take on it as well. See what you guys think.
Right. So 649 million, because I need my cut. All right.
Yeah.
So pull me
You
in,
get an easy
coach.
meal.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. Like, so this shows that there's definitely uh, a redirection, right? So this department was set up by the last administration. So they actually did build the CISA, but 2019, or I'm sorry, 2020, because it's 2021. So long, 2020 was so long. But 2020 and now 2021, we saw solar winds, we saw the Oldsmar water plant, we saw companies just getting hijacked for ransomware. So like they're definitely putting in some good money to try to mitigate this, to fill those seats with qualified members, to actually be more proactive and to stop being reactive, is what they're trying to get to. Because the campaign right now is only reaction. Like bad guys do something, then we send the team, we do the forensics, and by that time they're already gone. So now they want to actually have threat hunters out there who are actually, searching for these things to make sure that our water supplies aren't getting poisoned, or the next thing would be they knock out the power grid, or something else ridiculous like that. So I think it's a good thing. I think the combination of giving the CISA money, as well as actually putting people in those seats. And then hopefully, it wasn't necessarily stated in this article, but hopefully what happens is that companies that are hit pretty hard, maybe they can get some kind of government relief to get them back on their toes, so that way they're not trying to feel like they have to pay ransomers to get their information back. You know what I mean? Like the blackmail part is just as bad as the disruption to the customers. So I think it's good. I think it's a good way ahead, and hopefully things like this continue to happen. Like hopefully next year they don't cut it in half or something ridiculous like that. Like if you start at over $500 million, then you should stay there or go up. So we'll see what happens in years to come. But what do you think, Shannon?
So you hit it right on the head with the continuation, because that's what I was going to start with. Was I don't want this to be a one-time thing, right? I don't want it to be okay. Let's because of something that happened in recent history, we're going to put this money here, but like as time goes on, it'll be less and less and less and less. Because here's the thing: as technology gets better, it will only cost us more, right, to do this. It's not going to get cheaper to do this. People, because here's the thing: you got companies now that are looking at this telework that we've been doing for all of 2020 and still 2021. They're like, this is going to be our way going forward, right? So, not saying that people that work for companies are out there doing bad, but I mean, you got people that are possibly sitting at home on their idle hands, right? That's what we talk about. It seems like every week now, right? Idle hands doing the devil's work. So yes, I like that's what I want to see, is it being at least the 649 million, every year. What I want people to take away from this, though, is that it's not like it's not like this is done for profit either, right? Like this is for Department of Defense, and that's a service that's provided to Americans. You know what I mean? So I don't want people to think, oh, we're giving $649 million of our taxpayer dollars, to make a company rich or whatever. No, no, no. This is a service. Like this is what you pay for. It's like your firefighters, your police. You know what I mean? They don't work for a profit for the cities that they work for, cities, counties, states, whatever, any law enforcement branch or whatever. So yeah, this is a good thing, man, and I would love to see this, because here's the thing: I've heard this before, and we've seen this before, where money has gone to this, and then all of a sudden it's not enough, right? Because it's one of those things that gets cut as the budgets go on. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to go that route, but again. Not to sound like a broken record, I just think it'll only cost us more as time goes on, because the technology is getting better, and it's getting better faster. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a good thing. I can't complain about what they're doing here, but again, I mean, I hope there's not something else that takes away from it, right? Like I hope we don't get a COVID. I'll find some wood. I hope we don't get a COVID 2021. You know what I mean? A COVID
Hmm.
21, and then have to you know start concentrating on that and going away from these other types of things. But no, I mean, you can never go wrong doing something like this, putting money into cybersecurity. And like you were saying, Ryan, last year, like we saw all types of things that even if people, because here's the thing, even if people aren't paying attention to these companies that are getting hacked or whatever, I think they're paying more attention when they start seeing this is part of 1.9 trillion, and what is my taxpayer dollars going to, right? And it may educate them a little bit more for the ones that are not really into IT or cybersecurity or anything like that. They'll be like, why are we spending 649 million? And if you go and you look that up, there will be several things that come up. You know what I mean? That kind of make the reason for this available to everyone. So more highly publicized. You know what I mean? When people think they're spending money they don't want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, but that's my stance on it. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, I'm sure there will be, like, after this passes, there'll be naysayers that say, "Hey, why do we spend this money? What is it really going towards?" But there's a list of things, like, because 2020 was so bad, there are a list of companies, and then what happened to those companies, and it's public knowledge now. Like, again, you'll have people who are not in the cybersecurity realm, which won't value it. Like, oh, that could have been more money in my pocket. Probably not. It probably would have went somewhere else. Like they already had the cap of how much they're going to pay uh, each person, depending upon what their yearly income and all that other good stuff is. So you know where you fall in the Stimmy. You know what you're getting. But all in all, I think this is definitely something great, something that should continue from here on out, and hopefully this starts to starve the people who are out there making those attacks. So, uh, anything else?
I was going to add on there that you guys mentioned the people maybe having a kind of fuss about the money being dedicated to the security programs, and you think $650 million is just so much money, but when you actually compare it to the actual $1.9 trillion bill, relief bill itself, that's actually just a small drop in the bucket in
Right.
that uh, that relief bill. It's like really not. That's really anything. It's really like a small percentage of that relief bill if you really actually look at it. But
Right. No,
you
that's
think
very
about
true.
650, yeah, $650 million. Like, oh damn, that could change my, obviously that changed everybody's life. That's all I need for the rest of my life. But uh, that's like nothing. And if you actually look at the number, $1.9 trillion, that's not, 650 million is not even $1 billion. So
Right. It'd probably be like $3 more in my stimulus check.
right,
But then my information would be all over the internet, right? Like I'd be
right,
getting all this security protection from Equifax
yeah,
and
yeah,
other nonsense. So no,
yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's
But
great.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
yeah. So
Yeah, I don't think I have
that
anything else. Yeah.
okay. So that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. Shout out to our Patreon patrons for their support. Remember, if you join the Patreon, you'll receive all of this week's videos. So we have 5 videos for this week, both video and audio, all at once, at least 7 days before everybody else, because we're going to drop on Monday through Friday for the free feeds. If you're a YouTube viewer, please, please, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like, click that bell so you get updates, because we're going to be releasing so much more content throughout the week now. And then if you're a podcast listener, just continue to listen to us like you normally do. You're going to see us pop up a few more times throughout the week in these small, more digestible segments, and give us your feedback. So you always have the ability to shoot us email to our email address, or you can even send us a voicemail through the Spotify app. So, and we would love to be able to answer your questions on there. But when it comes to all the other social media, go to www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, where you'll find everything else, the Instagram, the Twitter, all that good stuff. And then you can reach us personally on Twitter. I am Rai Security Guy, both on Twitter and Clubhouse. And Levon,
You hit me up on Twitter at Levon Maynard.
there it is. Y'all be easy.
Take care.